Welcome back to my channel, Char of Heart. I am Char. I got this looking for the darker tones. There are some that were not in other set, but there's some of these lighter tones were in other set. Another reason to swatch, people. When you think you're getting something different, you might find repeats. So I got some repeating colors, which means because I got a 24 set, I just thought about that. Okay, what I had before was 24. This is 12. Now it does have some that the 24 pack didn't have in it, but it also has some that the 24 pack did have in it. It's not a bad thing because you can't really get too many skin tones when you're gonna be doing a lot of portraits, a lot of things with people in it. But the one like the 654, I have that down here. There's a 630, I didn't have that on there. The 779, I didn't have that down there. But the one I wanted the marker that wasn't working was in the other set of 12. So I still need to buy that set. However, I've got some darker tones that weren't in that first set. So it's not a loss, it's not a waste of money. Let's do some skin tone swatching. I used one of these. Some of you guys have been watching my channel for a while, recognize this. I did copies of some of my, this was a prototype. It got, you know, wasn't straight. I was trying to do some tracing using like different ways of making squares, but it didn't work. And I didn't have a ruler at the time, which now I have a ruler. Like some of the things that I needed, I got over time, skin tones, stuff like that. I can make those with paint, but I'm working more with markers, so I don't use the paint very much. I did get some paint, but it's not time for that, so to speak. Let me pull out. Let's start with the ones that I already have, or at least have one or two of them. I'm thinking, since it's 12 and it's 6, so it's 2 per square. So it's not 24. I ironically remembered there was a 24 pack instead of 12 because I remember thinking 6 needed 4 colors each, but this only needs 2 colors each. Start at the top. What I'm going to do is I'm going to swatch the colors of these colors. I'm not going to do the clothes with these colors like I did originally. I'm just going to do the skin tones, and I'm not going to do like light and darks. I'm just going to do one tone. So I gotta remember, I gotta shake these. These have to be shaken. I won't say that's not fun. So start with this. I will just, you know, like, well, I still have to label them well because some of these might look similar. This video will have more talking in it. I don't know if I'm going to get all of this done in one sitting. I think I'll do a 2-part because I want to make sure they all fit on. Oops, forgot these. These aren't like the alcohol markers. These will cover up your drawing, so I have to be careful. I'll have to draw the eye back in. I'm going to go back over with a different set of colors. I do have a pastel set, I think, a macaron set in the same brand. The brand is, I also see these on Amazon and as well as Temu. Let's see, GuangNa. Acrylic, GuangNa acrylic marker. That is the name. And has numbers on the lids. Come on, zoom in. So, yep. I'm just doing 1 tone per person to see how long it takes me to get that done. Then I'll go in and draw any parts that went missing. from actually coloring over it. Yes, that was the 654. This is one of the colors I do have in my other set. 654, 654, 654. Now this is going to be 630. Don't know why I didn't start up there first. 630. That. Why did I do that? Plus you can't see all that. 630. I'm starting at the top so I don't get paint all over me as I go down. These do dry fast, but still. I should have started on this side and moved that way. You can get into some pretty small spots with the tip of the marker. And I'm barely touching the paper with it because I don't want it to make a big giant swatch. These have a lot of paint in them. It's nice when you already have your swatch page made and you just pick up your markers and just start using them. You don't have to stop and draw everything in and wait for the, you know, drawing, or like if I have to copy them out. Like I have to trace the ones that you saw me, those hearts, I have to trace those because I start coloring them in. So that means now that some of them colored, I can't just print it out. And I thought about that, like delayed thinking, because I wanted to get into coloring them so bad. So I'll be tracing that page, both pages actually, because I colored something on both pages. Alright, moving to the next one. Oops, forgot to put the color down. And just the fact that I noticed that there was a repeat color makes me really happy that I swatched my markers. I've been swatching them since last year. Actually, I started the year before when I started my channel, but I wasn't in a position to keep my channel going. And I had just one set of markers. I didn't have anything else, no other markers. This is 755. So, you know, doing a pattern was no big deal because I only had one set of markers, and no matter what art I did, it was going to be that set of markers. Now I have many different types and different brands, and I need to keep track of which ones I'm using by having brand names or numbers, which reminds me, I'm going to put the brand name up here. Making stickers and stationaries and fun character drawings will be something I always do. Because I have a wide imagination, most of the time I'll probably make stories out of them. Now I was gonna make separate stories, but I had a viewer that's like, "Are you gonna make stories out of your stickers? Because you know you see them doing different things. You can put a story with them." I was like, "That's a good idea. I can make backgrounds with the hearts and cute things, but I could have like the foreground be like whatever action they're doing, like these, and just have like a little story. Like today they're doing something different. These two decided to go out shopping. When I got down shopping, they're just showing off their outfits And I see you're not getting all of it. Let me move that back. They're showing all the outfits and they're posing for the picture and their new outfits. But they're also like a sci-fi character. You see these leaves? They're hybrids, plant people. This one got nanos mixed, and that's why she has long ears, because she went home after she had a nano treatment and she petted her bunny. You know, wild stories like that. Alright, next set. I'll spend 10 minutes talking on just one. Oh, what? I didn't even finish coloring that one. I just started talking. Okay. These in here. Take out another 4 markers. I'll color that one real quick. Check these markers before I forget. They don't say gently shake them, so, you know. I think what I'll do is her skin and her hair with the tones. Usually, and sometimes, not always, the markers the skin tones can be hair tones. Some of them are strictly definitely, like, you don't see peach colored hair naturally. I mean, you have a weird, like, reaction to the sun in your hair or something. I won't say it's impossible, because when I've been in the sun and I have certain medicines in my system, I will get Kool-Aid red hair. It looks purpley with red. When people with dark hair use Kool-Aid in their hair to dye their hair, didn't know that was possible. I was on, I think, antibiotics. I was laying in the sun just sleeping it up. Woke up with the spot where the sun was, a perfectly round circle in my head where the sun was resting. And I think it took like maybe 2 hours. And that purple, I thought somebody had done it to me on purpose, you know, joking around, because I'd never seen that color hair in my head in all my life. And I was like 23, 20, 22, somewhere between 23, 22 and 24. And I was like, who did this? I was like, nobody was in there while you were napping. And it happened again later on. Similar situation with different medicine that says, you know, avoid sun exposure or avoid being in the sun. When they say that, they mean that you could get that weird copper tone color, like I had that happen to me too. Copper tone colored skin. And people are like, did you use copper tone? Because they never seen me that color. I mean, they knew me for over 4 or 5 years. And I came in with that copper tone orange. Because I have been in the sun with that stuff that says avoid sun exposure. This is definitely not hair color. I guess I should have mixed it up a little bit, but oh well. I'll leave some of it white so it was two-tone. Make that continuing. Yep, going out of the screen. That's another thing. This animal, this angle of the camera is very, very small. Like, it's just a little round circle, so it doesn't really capture everything I'm doing. And if it shifts, or if I'm not careful and I get stuck moving my paper around like I am, you can't see it. I gotta move it back toward me. So sorry guys, I've got to really work on that, because I see that I have an issue with doing that regularly. Now that I'm in a new place and my camera's in a different position, it's on a different side of my desk. And the other place, it was on this side where the hand does the art. And I put it on this side where it is now, thinking that it'd be easy for you to see me one of them art. To see the, you know, the marker tip. And this is not even, I guess I can zoom out because these aren't small. Pause it.